Hi, this is Mrs. Villa, and I just want to thank you for joining me in this little video that has information about David E. Smith Elementary for parents. First of all, there are just a few slides that introduce the teachers. Our fourth grade teachers are myself, Mrs. Villa, Miss Martinez, Miss Chandler, Miss Tate, Mrs. Meza, and Mrs. Viruette. We are the fourth grade teachers here at David E. Smith. Here is some information about our office staff. We would also like to welcome you to David E. Smith by showing you our mission statement for the Birdville, our mission statement for David E. Smith, our vision statement for our school, and our Lion Promise that our students repeat daily on the morning announcements. Arrival and dismissals are extremely important times here at David E. Smith. So this is just a little overview of how arrival goes in the morning and everywhere you are supposed to be to drop your child off. Our doors do open at 7:30. So if your child is wanting to eat breakfast, if you could get them here at 7:30, that ensures that they have enough time to eat and get to their class in time when that bell rings at 8 o'clock. Dismissal is also very important. We have lots of kids leaving the school at the same time. Excuse me. So we've been doing really well. I know it's been about 8 weeks now of us doing this, and we're getting really good at it. Here's just a little reminder of where everyone is and how everything goes. If you would like to visit this school, you must check in at the front office, and you have to have an ID with you for them to process you to be able to come into the school for safety reasons. This schedule here shows the days that you are allowed to come and eat with your child. This also shows when your student's lunch is daily. So right here, Mrs. Villa, fourth grade, 12:16 to 12:46. That is my lunch time every day. Thursdays is the day that parents can come eat with their child at that time. If you are interested in free and reduced lunch information, this slide's for you. Birthdays are so much fun at elementary school. You can bring treats, and they will be shared at the end of the day. Unfortunately, things like flowers or balloons, we're not able to get those to the classrooms for any occasion, not just birthdays. Dress code. We do have 2 days where we encourage kids to be spirited with us. The teachers dress this way as well. On Mondays, we wear college t-shirts or middle school or high school. And on Fridays, we wear David E. Smith shirts or David E. Smith colors. We will have a sale for those shirts coming up soon. If you are wondering on the other days what kind of clothing your children can wear, we do have a handbook that has a dress code in it. And please be sure your child has tennis shoes for PE daily. Attendance is important. This is what I talked about earlier, getting here at 7:30. Tardy bell rings at 8:10. We start class as soon as that bell rings. So if your child is running late to class, they're already missing important things that we're doing during the day. If your child is absent, when they come back to school, please have a note from the doctor or from you stating why they were absent. They will take that to the office. Only 6 parent notes can be accepted for the school year to be counted as excused. Here are ways to volunteer. Conscious discipline is something we practice here at David E. Smith. It is evidence-based. It's an approach toward a social and emotional program. It's used at school and it can be used by parents. It teaches children how to regulate themselves. We best help our students with the conscious discipline approach, and we need to work on ourselves, our emotions first. So if you're frustrated with a child, you're not going to handle them well. So you have to learn how to calm yourself down and regulate yourself to then handle the behaviors of a child. These are the brain states we talk about with conscious discipline. We talk about 7 powers that regulate you, 7 skills that regulate the child, and then structures that we have in place to help all these things happen. Campus communication. Communication is the key. We have already started parent conferences. Some of you have been getting messages about setting those up. We do want to meet with each family before Thanksgiving break. Oh, another important thing. Please make sure your phone number and email are up to date in Focus. Our communication systems use this information to send you emails, calls, and texts. We'll talk about Focus in a little bit later. Classroom communication is done based on Remind, and Remind is an app you can get on your phone, or you can just use as a way of texting. Here is each teacher's code in 4th grade. You text this code to the number 81010. Also, communication is sent home. Communication folders are sent home every Wednesday, and this is where you'll find graded papers and important flyers. These are the class schedules for each 4th grade class. Mrs. Villa's schedule, Miss Martinez's schedule, Miss Chandler's schedule, Miss Tate's schedule, Miss Mesa's schedule, Miss Verruette's schedule. All right. This document here is called a year at a glance document. It is a very basic overview of what your child will be learning throughout the year. This one is for reading and writing. If you're interested to know what's coming up, we're about to be starting the 2nd quarter. This information is about social studies. Again, we're about to be starting the 2nd quarter. This is what your child will be learning in science. This is what your child will be learning in math. And the math teachers have also said, please practice your multiplication facts. Here are ways that you can help us. Please be sure your student is at school every day on time. Most of our 4th grade classes, we do have a snack during the day because our lunches are so late. So if you could donate snacks to the class, that would be great. Headphones. We do lots of work on the computer. During station time, students are listening to books. Students are reading, listening to reading. Students are doing all kinds of things on their computers. So if your child does not have headphones, it becomes very distracting in the room. So if you can make sure your child has headphones, that works every day here at school. Please check your Remind and email in case you have been sent out information. And please reach out to us with any questions or concerns. Here's more information on Focus. Please log in frequently to Focus to see your child's grades and attendance. You can also use Focus to communicate with us. If you don't have a Focus account, you can create one. Here's how to log in, and here is how you can log in as a student. You will be getting this as a video, and then you will also be receiving this as slides where you will be able to click on these. Grades and report cards should be updated weekly. Please log in frequently to check your child's grades. Progress reports will be posted at the end of the 5th week, and report cards are posted at the end of the 9 weeks. Here's information everybody wants. Our field trip for the year. Our field trip is scheduled for March 6th, 2024, from 7:45 in the morning to 3:45 p.m. The cost of the field trip will be between $68 and $70. We are still working on finalizing that. We will set up a payment plan that will start in October and end in January. Once we get closer to the date, we'll be asking for chaperones. We are going through a company called Education in Action. We are doing the Trails, Rails, and Cowtown Tales program. Here is a list of all the things that it includes, and notice it does include lunch and dinner. Campus shirts. Make sure you've paid for your child a campus shirt. These are all the days that we're going to be wearing them. These shirts will stay at school. Your child's teacher will be taking them home to wash them and then bringing them back for your child to put on these special days. Thank you so much for watching this video. We want to thank you for everything you do to help your child. We do have a brief 3-question survey to confirm that you've watched your grade level information video. When your child submits their completed form to the teacher, they will receive a special prize from us. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. This video will also be sent out in Spanish. So again, thank you for your support.